The Children's Hospital Sports Program began in 1968 when orthopedic surgeons William Stanek and Dwayne Messner, along with rehab nurse Willie Williams, took 13 children with amputations to the mountains to ski. Besides providing a great therapeutic benefit, it allowed the children to enjoy a newfound sense of physical freedom.
I had no idea what I was doing. I had never really been exposed to a child with an amputation, and they taught me in a hurry.
The ultimate reward for these children far exceeded any of our expectations. And now we really have a wonderful opportunity to visit these pioneers 30 years later.
Yeah, I was diagnosed at the age of 14 with osteogenic sarcoma, which is a bone cancer.
At 4, I had my amputation.
And then they found a tumor on my spinal cord.
I got polio from the vaccine. We lived in Iowa at the time. I was 2 years old.
I have cerebral palsy. That is my disability.
I am a polio survivor. I had polio when I was 3 years old.
Had an amputation as well as chemotherapy.
My leg got hit by a bomb strap.
I was born without ankles, so I got my legs amputated when I was about a year and a half.
I got run over by a trash truck in 1980. I was on a pedal bike and there was a trash truck stop.
When I was born without legs, and so far I haven't had legs since.
Do I have legs yet? No. Yeah, I haven't grown back or haven't grown yet.
I feel that other than my speech, I think that everyone feels I have, God.
I don't stutter anymore. I had speech therapy, and I think a lot of it was actually I outgrew it.
I have lots of guys that are my friends, and right now, no, I don't have a boyfriend, but maybe someday, soon, that I will.
I did get a boyfriend, yes. I got married right after college, and I've been teaching first grade for the last 14 years.
Ree Armstrong came to Winter Park with Children's Hospital. He was an orphan from Vietnam.
The place got attacked, and I got injured, and my family got killed. My leg got hit by a bomb shrapnel, which is, sort of cut off my foot.
Everything he didn't speak English very well, was with a big smile. And I had set up a training course, and it was bamboo poles, of course. And Ree had been used to seeing these trees in Vietnam.
And I didn't know what they were, so I say, what are these bamboo trees growing here for? And he just cracked up laughing. And second run gonna be better, right? Since you know the course, right? So you're gonna burn it. All right, go for it.
For the absolute first time in my life, I was graceful. I mean, I had a good walk, I had a good gait, but there was grace and freedom associated with what we did. And that made it transformative.
My skiing was definitely a life-changing event, and it sounds so trivial and so simple, but it really made me figure out who I was.
But I can do it, and that is the biggest asset I think that the program can give, is self-confidence.
The confidence thing, that was definitely the hardest thing to overcome.
So when they instill that confidence in you, you can't not take that anywhere you go in your life. It's
probably the hardest thing to deal with is self-esteem, to wonder if being different is...
And I think that perseverance really helped me when it was time to go to college.
It opened me up so that when I went to school, I was a lot more open to talking to people about who I am and why I'm that way.
And the thing that is wonderful about it is you look at what problems the child may be having, and we can put cants, we can put wedges, we can lifts under their...
What has really changed a lot, too, is the adaptive equipment. It's being made all over the world now.
Now, as we know what to do and how to adapt, we also know how to teach. The teaching skills are so much different than in the early days, but we've learned that over the course of time.
The Children's Hospital Sports Program started exclusively as a ski program, and it evolved into a year-round recreational programming based on the needs of the participants. Recreational activities in and of themselves can be a great equalizer, especially for kids with disabilities, whether it's adapting ski equipment, fishing equipment. It's something that they can suddenly participate with right alongside their peers.
Many of these people from Children's Hospital have gone on to internationally compete. David Jameson, he was like an elastic band when he went down the hill. He went to Europe and he blew them away.
Adrian Rivera graduated from the Children's Hospital Sports Program and went on to win a gold and bronze medal at the Paralympics in Lillehammer, Norway in 1994.
Got pretty excited about skiing and ski racing and ended up actually making the U.S. Disabled Ski Team. I was on that for about 4 years.
Another elite athlete, Hannah Pennington, started with the Children's Hospital ski program when she was 8 years old. From the beginning, she was very determined to excel at skiing. After she graduated from our program, she joined the competition center at Winter Park and has worked hard to be part of the Paralympic sports world. And she's made it.
Not only was I now on the national team, but I was going to Salt Lake to be in the Paralympics. So it was just a huge, huge, huge honor.
I plan on being a PT or OT, and I also want to volunteer with the ski program and share my experiences in my life with other kids.
I just became determined that that was what I was going to study, and ended up going to the University of Colorado in Boulder, and I graduated it with a BS in aerospace engineering.
I work for a education software company.
Currently, I'm self-employed. I'm a real estate broker.
I was a paralegal.
I'm the Associate Dean for the School of Public Health at the George Washington University. I would say that my disability had a lot to do with my career path. I ran programs and state agencies that serve people with disabilities in 5 states.
I definitely want to stay in medicine and expand on my EMT.
It's still focusing on sharing my experiences and using my life experiences that I have in a way that I can impact people.
I'm a physical therapist. I grew up in the handicap sports program, and a lot of what I am today is because of that program.
Inicia. Así ponen en el piso.
You know, I know from being a pediatric patient, you know, I know what it's like to have physical therapy. And then also the parents, I can reassure parents also. I'm going to attest that you can be, you know, a functioning member of society.
When I started the program, I don't think I really knew that it was such a pioneering program. I just knew it was there. Little did I know it was going to turn into the program it is now.
Why is the program a success? I think it's the volunteers.
Because the program impacted me in such a way, I felt really compelled, to give back. And so I've volunteered. I think I've completed 18 years, and I'll probably continue as long as my body will allow me, to do it.
It comes through the dedication of the people in it. I know that, Carol Page and
Carol and Hal have both changed so many people's lives. And
Hal O'Leary's probably one of the greatest people I've ever met. He certainly taught me more than anyone in my life has taught me.
Hal was the axis upon which a lot of other people found their own voice.
I've always joked that he could even teach the dead to ski.
Carol taught me that, it's okay to whine a little bit, but there comes a point when you just gotta suck it up and do it.
There's been good things that we've gone through together and sad things that we've gone through together. So I really feel like I have this network of special life friends that, they've helped me through my journey.
It was Carol's influence that made me want to become a physical therapist, and especially a pediatric physical therapist.
I was raised by some really dynamic and, at the time, fairly terrifying physical therapists and occupational
She understands me in such a deep way that it's amazing. She allowed me and dared me to dream big and to try to reach for the stars and go as far as possible and accomplish what you want. And I did. I went into my dream school. I lived there. I, made awesome friends. And it opened my world. My world is huge. It is.
Reach out your hand if your cup be empty. If your cup.
The leaders who took the children on the first ski trip had no idea how successful their vision would become. Inspired by the Children's Hospital Sports Program, coach and innovator Hal O'Leary has established similar opportunities for persons with disabilities in over 12 countries. The sense of freedom and pride of accomplishment that the initial participants experienced in the Children's Hospital Ski Program has now spread throughout the world.